Hello and welcome to this special edition of the Buck Stops here, right here live out of a theatre in Chennai, which has all these huge orders today. So that's the big story here. Remember, this is not about box office, this is not about film earnings, this is all about the political surround sound, because Jana Nayagan is seen as perhaps setting the tone for the 2026 campaign. Is the film and Vijay being politically targeted? What does the consequence of the delay possibly in the release of the film mean politically and at the box office? I have with me this evening my friend Salem Dharanitharan from the DMK. We'll put some tough questions to him. The only Vijay that I could manage to get is NDTV's very own Vijay Gopal, because I can't get the other Vijay. But I will try and find out from this Vijay what happened in the court in a bit. There's another Vijay with me, which is Vijay Dharani of the BJP, a former MLA who was once with the Congress, now with the BJP. Sriram Sheshadri, political analyst with us. So many of Vijay's fans, all of them waiting here. Are you all disappointed that the film may not release on 9th? 9th அன்னைக்கு படம் 9ஆம் தேதி படம் வர வாய்ப்பு இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறீங்களா, வாய்ப்பு இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறீங்களா?
வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு.
வருமா வராதா? Can any of you do the step? விஜயோட டான்ஸ் ஸ்டெப் யாராவது ஆடி காட்டுறீங்களா? Come because we will try and prime them into getting the dance step in a bit. But these are fans who are waiting for the release of the film. But let me get you the news of the day first. Vijay Gopal, tell me exactly what happened in the court, because we're waiting for Lata Srinivasan, our entertainment consultant, as well to join us in a bit. Just give us a quick heads up on what happened in the court as far as the case was concerned, because on 22/12, the producers say they got an indication that the film will get a UA certification. It's not got a certification so far. What's the facts of the case from the court?
Veera, first, today they have concluded the arguments from both the side, production outside and the CBFC side, senior counsel representing the CBFC counsel. With the arguments conclusion, the judge had reserved the order on the January 9th, which is scheduled for the release date itself. So the big question is whether the movie will get released on the same day or not. Already we got information from overseas. Distributors had announced that the movie won't get released. They are announcing the postponement of the movie also. What happened on court? There was an argument by the CBFC saying that the chairman of the CBFC, the censor board, had all the rights to refer the movie to the review committee. So they had all the rights to do that. But the petitioner said, the production house argued, saying that why it is being delayed deliberately. The question before that, who actually complained, who gave the complaint? For that, the senior counsel representing the representing the censor board argued, saying that the complaint received from the member of who actually watched the movie, which actually they expressed the shock from the production house. They said that today only they got to know about this. So all eyes on whether the movie will get released on the January 9 or not.
At 11:30 a.m. on Friday, when the movie was supposed to release on the 9th, the orders may come out from the Madras High Court, which means we can categorically say the movie is not releasing on at 9 a.m. at least on Friday. That seems to be the taking up. But what are the political consequences of this? We'll try and pose all those questions, and I'll also try and get some of these Vijay fans to do a Vijay dance step for us, and also find out from them on what they think of the sentiment as far as the movie is concerned. But let me just set the context to you right. This is not about just a film. Vijay has declared this to be his last film as he heads into the 2026 election campaign. The film's theme, one would expect, is going to be one of Vijay being the champion of the masses, as the name itself suggests, Jana Nayagan, the people's hero challenging the system. To rival this film is a title called Parasakthi of 2025, which is being released by Red Giant Films, which is linked to Udayanidhi's talent. Parasakthi itself is an iconic 1952 film which was penned by the late Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi, and this time around Parasakthi is, from the trailer at least, a sense of the anti-Hindi agitation, a film set in the 1960s, certainly pushing the DMK's electoral theme. This shows the blockbuster box office face-off, which in many ways can be the sort of a precursor or a preview to the election campaign to come from both sides. So Now to the big question we're asking. Is Vijay's film being politically targeted? Let me first go across to Vijay Dharani of the BJP. Madam, the CBFC gives certification to so many films. Is Vijay's film being targeted? The accusation is that the BJP and the DMK are scared of Vijay's rise.
No, it's absolutely wrong. There is still time. I'm also expecting the movie should be released. We are eagerly waiting. Even I want to see the film. So I strongly feel we still have time. And the court has also posted the matter on 9th of this month.
Okay.
So that morning we can see what best we could achieve that day. And mostly the censor board has the rights to issue the certificate. The court also will go in line with that.
All right.
Because there won't be, being a practicing lawyer, I pretty well know that.
But why should the film have to have had such a problem with the censor board? There are so many films. The fact that it has problem itself is seen as being the censor board targeting the film.
No. See, they should have submitted for censor board certification way back, few months ago. It has a time period which the review committee has to go into it, and then only after the committee's suggestion only the certification comes in for any film. Very lately they have submitted it.
All right.
That is also there is.
You're saying there is a delay in submission, but that's been contended by the producers who say on 22/12 they had an indication that will get UA certificate. I have to pose some tough questions to Salem Dharnitharan of the DMK and go to our analysts as well. But let me go across first to Mamta Kale, former member of the CBFC and someone who's close to the BJP who joins us now live. Ma'am, the sense and the perception being created is that Vijay's film is being targeted for political reasons, so much so that there is an insinuation that there is a BJP DMK subtle alliance to thwart Vijay. How would you respond?
Thank you so much for having me on your show. And, I am really wondering why so much of controversy. CBFC is an independent body and they do their job. I have been the member of CBFC for many years and I have reviewed a lot of films, documentaries, songs and ads. So we have a set guidelines under which we are supposed to work, every CBFC member. Now, as far as this movie is concerned, there was a 5-member committee, and out of 5 members, 1 member had its serious observation against the movie, and the member felt that his or her observations and comments were not taken in consideration before showing the certification. So he opposed the whole thing. Now, if even 1 member goes against the movie and 1 member has its reservations or disagreement, the CBFC chief has to listen to the member. And now it is very simple. The movie will go to a fresh panel will review the movie and the certification will be given to the movie. I mean, it's not a big issue.
So as a former member of CBFC, let me ask you, the producers, the fans, and remember this is a politically charged movie, were waiting for a 9th of January release. Do you believe the film can release on the 9th of January, or do you believe no, it will be deferred or delayed till the censor board or the certification board goes through the process that you are mentioning?
See, I really cannot comment on that, whether the certification will be issued on 9th, because if I am not wrong, the date of release was 9th of January. So tomorrow is the only day when the fresh panel can sit. So I really cannot comment on that. But as far as I am concerned, being a former member of CBFC, I can tell you with utmost responsibility that there is no ulterior motive behind this movie. There is a process which has to be followed and which is being followed for each and every movie. This movie is no different.
While you say that there is no ulterior motive, many would believe that this only gains ground to the perception that movies which are politically inconvenient to the central establishment are targeted by the certification body.
Mr. Veera, actually, I completely disagree with this POV of yours because I know that it has become a hot topic and every channel is discussing this because it is very convenient to say that CBFC is playing politics. Why would CBFC and the member who has the disagreement play politics? The member doesn't belong to any political party. The member is doing its job. If he has some observation, the observation has to be taken into consideration. You can't shoot or give the certification to any movie without having all 5 members on board. And I'll share a small incident with you. When I was the member, I reviewed a movie. I won't name the movie, and I had a lot of disagreement, so I did not sign the certificate. So movie went to the fresh panel. The fresh panel had the same observations, and let me tell you, when a member disagrees, he or she has to give everything in writing, point wise, as to why are you not agreeing for the certification, why are you why do you have your disagreements. And the same movie was challenged in the court, and even the court had the same observation as mine. So it is very easy to say that it is just because there is Vijay happens to be a political person, he has to fight an election, so there is an ulterior motive. I can assure you there is no ulterior motive behind it.
You are saying no ulterior motive. You are saying the process will take its place and the movie will be released only after the process is completed by the certification board. Thanks very much there, Mamta Kale, their ex-member of the CBFC, joining us there live. Let me go across now to Salem Dharanitar. And I just had Mamta Kale say that this is not political victimization. It is purely a process that they are following. Now, there are others who insinuate that on the one hand, the DMK is targeting the release of the film by consciously advancing the release of Parasakthi, which is a film seen as something that propagates the DMK's theme, at least of anti-Hindi agitation. And the others are saying that there could even be a DMK-BJP alliance because both parties are trying to thwart TVK and Vijay.
See, which is absolutely not true. My chief minister and deputy chief minister does not have any problem with anyone starting a political party or even Vijay as an actor. In fact, the deputy chief minister and Vijay were good friends. So I think it's preposterous argument. I think we like him as an actor. I myself would have watched it. I think many people in my party would have also watched the movie. So I think this is a malicious claim. It is the BJP which wants TVK to be in its alliance so that they can win the election. That is the important point to note. For example, if you think DMK's alliance is intact from 2018, but what is not clear is that the AIDMK alliance, for example, AIDMK and BJP are the only 2 confirmed parties. Today PMK, weakened PMK has joined the alliance, but the former OPS, TTV Dinagaran are not in the alliance. DMDK, which was earlier with the BJP or ADMK, is not in the alliance still. So the alliance is not intact and the numbers are not matching up. For them to win us, only if Vijay comes, they think they have a chance. I feel even if they join, they have no chance because the vote share is more than 50%. But they think they have a chance, or maybe they have chance of coming number 2 in many places. Otherwise, they'll be going to number 3 is what they think. So there is no reason for us to be bothered about Vijay's movie. In fact, we are also eagerly waiting to watch this movie because we like Vijay the actor. There is no question about it. Why should I not like Vijay the actor? I watch most of his movies.
No, why should you not like Vijay the actor? And I'll tell you why. Because if this movie sets a big hit, it could be a big challenge to the DMK in the 2026.
See, I think this is again a very wrong argument because an actor is an entertainer, right? That has to be seen as an entertainer. A politician is different. Because of people...
Sir, but in Tamil Nadu, politics and movies are very... Why is then Parasakthi released on 10th of January?
It is absolutely not true. I'll explain. See, we have seen with Chiranjeevi's case itself. We had a lot of fans. Did it translate to what? No. So a lot of people are coming to see Vijay the actor, but not Vijay the politician. That has to be clear demarcation. You may say MGR, but I'll remind you this. MGR was part of the Dravidian movement since the 50s.
Okay.
Right? And when he split the DMK, the grassroots cadre also went with him.
Okay. I'll get to all the history of the actors in politics, but let me get to the present at the moment. I will come to you, Lata, in just a bit to understand what this means to the box office and in terms of a film itself when a release is delayed. But madam, the problem that some people point out is that while the DMK and Vijay are open enemies and open rivals he's been taking on, the BJP has been reaching out to Vijay for an alliance, and All these are pressure tactics by the BJP to coerce the TVK into an alliance with the BJP. How would you respond?
Definitely, there is nothing like that, and BJP is not expecting Vijay in any alliance or anything. Definitely, if there is no such understanding, till now nobody has spoken about it, and Vijay has not said anything about it. BJP has not said anything about it. Where is the question of any alliance? And all these things are only hypothetical questions that is being posed to us, and it is the process of the censor board which is doing its work.
Okay.
Allow them to do
All
their
of you are
work.
saying process is
See,
doing its work, but politics
one
seems
thing-
to be
No, no, no.
overshadowing the process.
No, Veera, I'll tell you one thing. They should give sufficient time. They have submitted only on 22nd of December.
No, 22nd of December, they got an indication that they're getting a US certificate. Doesn't mean that they submitted it on 22nd.
See, at least it needs 1 or 2 months time for viewing the movie and giving the certification. It will take time. Well in advance, they should have submitted for certification.
Let me get a quick point in from Sriram as well.
They can still expect as early as possible.
Let me just get Sriram. Sriram, does this actually bolster Vijay politically? I'll get to what it means to the film in a bit with Lata, but does this bolster him politically?
I'll just add one thing, Veera, that if BJP is trying to get the movie from being released, then BJP is helping Vijay politically. For a simple reason that in Tamil Nadu, especially the movie buffs, the moment there is some amount of controversy on the movie is going to, at least people are curious to go and watch the movie to see what is there in that, right? So they are propagating that movie. So I don't think BJP will end up doing that. Second, if they want to do that, then they are colluding with DMK. I would just accuse on that, because then Parasakthi is getting released. Parasakthi is almost like
As we are speaking, maybe I would just request our video journalist to show us around, because look, this is part of the fan frenzy of Vijay. Look at the size of the cutouts and all that. So this is less about the politics when we discuss it. It's also more about fans. But go ahead, Sriram. You were complete.
And with respect to the politics of that, I would say that BJP would not want Vijay to be part of their alliance, because they know very well. There is an assessment done by DMK, there is an assessment done by ADMK and BJP and independent analysts like us, that TVK is taking out majority of the blocks. I'm going to talk about Chennai block, Kadalur to Vikravanti block and Kanyakumari block. They are taking pro-DMK plus vote. That is, I'm talking about VCK, Congress and DMK votes. So actually BJP and ADMK would not even go near TVK, because that is going to enable them.
I think that's just one side of the story. They may be cutting into DMK votes, but they may also be taking AIDMK vote because of the
difference.
So there is a possibility that he goes down to it. Go ahead, just respond to that quickly before I get to Lata.
So I want to add on to what ma'am said. We know if you're friends of BJP, how quickly the verdict comes, and if you're not friends of BJP, how long you languish in jail. We know a very favorite journalist of the BJP party had a hearing. No, I'm coming there. Got a hearing on Saturday and got out of jail even without spending a day. And there are people who are not friends of the BJP party, are in jail for years. So we know the rules are different, right? So basically,
So Jana Nayagan, you are saying, is going to be in jail with the BJP?
I'm not saying that. So Jana Nayagan, the censor issue is because they don't want to give it. We know how the institutions work now. If
See, it's absolutely wrong. And in case if what he is saying is right, are we helping Parasakthi? Still a question remains.
Is the BJP helping Parasakthi? They're saying they've given it.
why is BJ? What is Parasakthi? Is a movie produced by a private producer.
Red Giant, DMK.
Red Giant is not producing that movie. It's not produced.
It's distributed.
It's a private company. That's what I'm coming. It's a private company, right?
But
On
one
based
founded
on
by your deputy chief minister.
now it is privately run.
Okay.
Based on the merits, whichever movie has commercial viability,
Okay.
they will distribute that movie. There are many distribution companies. This is one such company.
So you see,
what is the
the
problem
irony
here?
of this whole thing is that the TVK is No, hang on.
Red Giant is grandson of chief minister.
No. So we'll get to that in just a bit. The irony of this BJP DMK exchange, and I've been waiting to get to Lata, but another thought came into my mind, is the fact that there is no TVK spokesperson here. We tried asking the TVK to join, but they said no, we're not joining. But I have some fans of Vijay here who were waiting for the film to be released. Are you disappointed that the film will not be released? Does this bolster Vijay politically, or does it hurt him?
I have a feeling that it's going to bolster Vijay's stands here. So I stand with what he's currently said, that I don't think both the parties will be interested in like cutting down this movie for Vijay. So I have a feeling that it's a fair decision by the court that it's happening organically and nobody's trying to suppress Vijay's movie here.
You think the movie is not trying to be suppressed? No one's.
I don't think so. Even the fans felt the same. Like when I had talking with them, they were saying that.
Well, you're also a fan, I hope.
I definitely am a fan, but I belong to a different category of fans who like Vijay for a totally different reason.
Okay.
But
What is the reason?
I like the way he dances. I like the way he acts.
Can you do a dance step?
But you have to ask him if he'll vote for him. He's a fan. You should ask him if he'll vote for him.
He's asking if you should vote for him. Will you vote for him?
Definitely not.
That's what you say, but there are many. I think this is a person who's come with Salem Dharanitare. I must put that in all perspective to everyone. But let me get to Lata in just a bit, because I think there's politics about it, but Lata, there's also about a film. What does this do to the film itself?
See, I think it's a very, very important film, okay, in terms of what it is for Tamil Nadu, what it is for Tamil cinema, what it is for Tamil politics, and for Vijay's political career. And I think it's very unfortunate that this has happened. It was highly unexpected, and all these arguments that the film should have been, submitted for certification and before and all that don't hold true, because we know that a film goes for certification only a week before the release. That is the typical norm. But because this was a big film, they went for certification on December 18th, which is a good 3 weeks before, right? So definitely there is some foul play. It cannot be that 2 days before the release, after everything has been announced, that, they decide to hold back.
So as an entertainment journalist who's covered so much of cinema, is this absolutely abnormal one that reeks of some foul play?
Absolutely. I would definitely say that there is some foul play, because it is not possible that CBFC, which is, a board of certification which has existed for decades, doesn't know the importance of issuing a certificate and verbally has communicated it to the producer, and then decides to suddenly retract it. That has never happened. Right? And everybody knows this is Vijay's last film. But definitely there are political connotations to this.
There are only political connotations, I'd say. There's very little of the film itself which gets completely drummed down in the politics of it, because that's really the big focus. A short while ago, we also had this small package that was made, a small story that was made on the kind of fans and the ticket sales that had happened for Jana Nayagan. Let's just listen into that before we get back to our panel in just a bit.
It's one of the biggest and the most awaited cinematic spectacle of the year. Superstar Vijay's final film ahead of his blockbuster political plunge. But it's not all smooth sailing. Vijay's Jana Nayagan battles a delay in censor board certification as the big day of release draws closer.
இந்த வருஷமாவது ஆர்மி அப்ளிகேஷன்ல ஒழுங்கா கையெழுத்து போடணும். அவன உயிர்த்தெழ முடியாத சிலுவையில அறையணும்.
The Centre Board has held back the certification of the film, citing controversial dialogues that may hurt religious sentiments.
நாட்டுக்கு வரப்போற ப்ராப்ளத்தையே தடுக்கலாம்.
The film's producers have moved court, submitted a corrected version of the film, and have also requested an expedited process on the certification. Censor Board reviews continue, but the release date remains the 9th of January. A big setback for Thalapathy Vijay, but fans remain unbothered. Despite uncertainty on whether the film will be cleared in time, online ticket sales for the film have been booming. The first show of Jana Nayagan in Kerala and Karnataka sees several single screens already sold out, with prices soaring up to rupees 2,000. However, multiplexes are yet to open online bookings as they await censor board clearance. In Tamil Nadu, other than some single screens in Madurai and Salem, reservations have not opened yet. International pre-bookings have been a hit too, reporting a near rupees 25 crore in ticket sales already. Jana Nayagan has everything going for it at this point, especially in the overseas market. And once the censor hurdle is bypassed, it looks like an old-time blockbuster is on the cards. So much rides on the film. A legacy, a political statement, and one last emotion hooray for his legions of fans. With Lata Srinivasan, Bureau Report, NDTV.
திரும்பி போற ஐடியாவே இல்ல. I am coming.
Well, I'm at the theatre in Chennai and I'm desperately hoping to get some Vijay fans to give us some kind of an entertainment at least this evening. But for the moment, the one joining us live is Manikam Tagore of the Congress MP, Lok Sabha MP from Tamil Nadu, senior Congress leader. Sir, thanks very much for speaking to us. Vijay's Jana Nayagan has hit a roadblock with the censor board. What's the Congress's position as far as Vijay and Jana Nayagan is concerned?
Don't have any position on it officially because that is it is between the union government and the film producers and the actors issue.
Well, you say no position, but there are voices from your own party, sir, who have openly acknowledged that Vijay is an emerging big force in Tamil Nadu. Is the Congress warming up to the TVK and exploring a possible alliance with it? Is Vijay's rise a threat to your ally, the DMK in Tamil Nadu?
Congress party has a long relationship with DMK, and we all know that this relationship started from 2004 after DMK left BJP and joined the UPA alliance. And we had fought 8 elections together. We won 6 elections. Therefore, this is a long relationship. Between in 2014, we were not having an alliance. Therefore, we can't say that Congress relationship with the DMK is short-lived. And the Congress President Kharge Sahab has appointed a committee, a negotiating committee under the chairmanship of our in charge, Girish Chotankarji, and they are on talks with them. Negotiations have started, and we hope that the negotiations are sealed quickly. That's our hope, and we taking the position of seeing about the newly formed party TVK. They are becoming the opposition party in Tamil Nadu. They are taking the space of ADMK. ADMK is non-functioning as well as ADMK has become a party which is irrelevant in Tamil Nadu, and it has become a party which is surrendered to the Delhi's Badshahs of Amit Shah. Therefore, it is seen like that. Therefore, people of Tamil Nadu are not going to trust ADMK this time. And the way BJP and particularly Mr. Amit Shah made the deal in March 2025 of the ADMK BJP alliance was also not in the good taste in Tamil Nadu. Therefore, the credibility of ADMK, particularly Mr. Palanisamy, has been damaged by that act. And now today also we can see Mr. Palanisamy running to Delhi and talk to the Amit Shah. And therefore, the space of ADMK is being taken over by TVK.
We'll leave the AIADMK aside, sir, for the moment. All this comes at a time when you yourself have publicly demanded that the Congress must get a share of power in Tamil Nadu. Are these statements aimed at bargaining with the DMK, or is it the Congress seriously asserting itself in Tamil Nadu? A quick response.
Yeah, you are Viragho, as you know Chennai and Tamil Nadu much better, and it's very clear that Tamil Nadu has been a state where without coalitions any single party can't win, and coalitions matters in Tamil Nadu. From 1967 itself, parties who are able to build coalitions are able to win elections, And the coalition, the electoral coalition, must be turned into a governing coalition. That is our argument. And what we are seeing, there was an opportunity for Congress Party in 2006 to 11, but we missed that opportunity. We should use that opportunity. In the coming years, we think that the opportunity should be used, and the governing coalition also, we should be part of it. It's a genuine demand from the Congress workers and the mid-level Congress leaders in the ground, and we are able to see that voice being echoed in every level of the Congress Party. That only we are able to channelize to the Congress in charge, Mr. Girish Chodankar. When he became in charge, we were able to tell to him that this time the power sharing arrangement need to be worked out.
Turn the electoral alliance into a governing coalition. You say, I'll leave that point for the moment, but one last time, let me ask you, is the TVK a force to reckon with in the Congress's opinion in Tamil Nadu? Is the Congress warming up and considering a potential alliance with the TVK at some point of time? A quick answer, be honest.
We need to understand that Congress Party is a 140-year-old party, and we don't do politics the way the regional parties like caste parties does. They will put the indicator to the left and turn the right. We can't do that thing. Congress Party can't drive that like that. Congress Party is a party which is like a big ship. Therefore, we had taken a stand that with the coalition government, we need to be part of a governing structure in Tamil Nadu, and we are in negotiations. Let that continue. Okay. Let that come to conclusion. Then we will be able to see where we are heading.
So you're saying you will show the indicator once the negotiations are over. Thanks very much there, Manikam Tagore, for joining us there. Let me take a quick response from Salem Dharnitharan. We just had Manikam Tagore talking about saying that, look, the Congress is a tested ally of the DMK, but not ruling out, sort of suggesting that the TVK is also a force, but he's categorically said, we are not a party which will just desert our DMK. It's a time-tested alliance. We want a share of power as well in Tamil Nadu. This is a statement that we've heard before as well, and I've asked you as well. Is there a sense of worry in the DMK that apart from the electoral contest that the TVK may pose or may not pose, as you argue about, the presence of the TVK gives much greater power to several of your allies, which is a 14-party coalition that the DMK is heading, to bargain with you for seats, more seats, and which could potentially reduce the number of seats that the DMK could contest in 2026?
The simple answer, the DMK's alliance is a time-tested alliance, the same alliance that is continuing from 2018 up until today, has faced more than half a dozen elections, including the by-election I'm talking about. But the AIDMK alliance, since 2019, is not even in one election has been the constant. 2019 to 2021 was different, 21 to 24 was different, 24 to 26 was different. So it is an electoral alliance. This is an ideological alliance. So the Congress and DMK are natural ideological partners who are here to save the constitution of this country. Right? So having said that, I will reiterate what Manikam Tagore also said. The Congress-DMK alliance has been going for the last 22 years, except for 1 or 2 years of hiatus between 2013 to 2015. And every time, or not just for DMK Congress, any other party in India, across the globe, there will be expectations. And the expectations will be mismatched. That is, the junior partner here, Congress, would have one expectation, and the senior partner here in Tamil Nadu, DMK, will have one expectation. How we resolve it is negotiation, which we have been done successful for the last 22 years, which we will continue to do so. We have so there's a past pedigree for it.
So you are reiterating
what will happen, how many seats will be given, all that the committee will be set up by my party leader Rahul Gandhi, Khargeji, and then they eventually will decide. Why are we no bothered about it now? It's not for spokesperson to discuss.
Okay, that's the political point that you've made. Let me get Lata again in, and Lata, explain to me and to perhaps viewers who don't follow Tamil Nadu politics as closely as you and I do, why Jana Nayagan is an extremely important moment as far as this election campaign is. Is it, or would you see it purely just as a film, a Vijay film which is hitting the box office and the and the fan craze just ahead of an election?
No, absolutely not. I think it is the soft launch of Vijay as a political persona. There are many aspects in the film which reflect his political ideologies, what he has spoken about during his public speeches. And definitely he is laying the groundwork for his fan base to turn into voters during the elections. And the important points that he's brought up in his political speeches are what he's going to be talking about in the film as well. So I think the fandom, which is already crazy about him, is expecting to see him bring this, whatever is in the film, into reality. So it's definitely a very, very important film.
A very, very important film from a political point of view. But let me just walk across from my intellectual political guests for a minute to these fans who are here. Is this another banner, sir? What is this? Show. Oh, this is also a Vijay banner. These are all banners that are being carried. You're going banner mala. Okay. It's one more banner that's coming up. So they are all getting ready, irrespective of whether it's the 9th of January or later. They are getting ready for the release of the film. Here, one fan here. 9ஆம் தேதி படம் ரிலீஸ் ஆயிடுமா?
ரிலீஸ் ஆகிடும் நம்பிக்கை இருக்குண்ணா எங்களுக்கு.
ரிலீஸ் ஆகலைன்னா வருத்தமா இருக்குமா?
ரிலீஸ் ஆகலாம் ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்குண்ணா எங்களுக்கு.
ஏன் ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கும்? Why? I'm asking them why they would feel sad if the film doesn't get released.
ரொம்ப எதிர்பார்ப்போட இருந்தோம் 9ஆம் தேதி படம் ரிலீஸ் ஆகிடும்னு சொல்லிட்டு. ஆனால் இப்போ என்ன சொல்கிறாங்க 9ஆம் தேதி தான் நாங்கள் ரிசல்ட்டே சொல்லுவோம் அப்படின்னு இருக்காங்க. அது ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கு எங்களுக்கு.
ஓகே, என்ன விஜயை பற்றி உங்களுக்கு விஜய் கிட்ட பிடிச்ச விஷயம் என்ன? அவரோட டான்ஸா நடிப்பா என்ன? What do you like the most about Vijay? That's what I'm asking you.
தளபதினாவே பிடிக்கும் எங்களுக்கு. அவரோட டான்ஸ், அவரோட ஸ்மைல், அவரோட கியூட் எல்லாமே ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும்.
இந்த படத்தை அரசியல் காரணங்களுக்காக வரவிடாம பாக்குறாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறீங்களா? I'm asking him if this film he feels is being politically targeted.
அரசியல் சாதனமா இல்ல, இது வந்து ஒரு சூழ்ச்சி வேலை. இது full and full
it's a conspiracy.
நம்ம விஜய் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அரசியலுக்கு வரனால அதை மற்ற கட்சிக்காரங்களாம் இதை சூழ்ச்சி பண்ணுறாங்க, படம் வரக்கூடாது அப்படின்றதுக்காக சூழ்ச்சி.
எந்த கட்சி?
டிஎம்கே ஆர் பிஜேபி ரெண்டு கட்சியுமே சேர்ந்து.
விஜய் மாட்டிக்கிட்டு இருக்காரா இவங்க ரெண்டு பேருக்கு நடுவுல?
இல்ல, அவங்க தான் நம்ம கிட்ட மாட்டிட்டு இருக்காங்க.
Okay, I'm asking him if Vijay is stuck between DMK and BJP and he says no, they are stuck with Vijay. Can you do Vijay dance move? பட தெரியுமா? Who is the best dancer here? No, they'll let them find the dancer. I'm not able to get someone to teach us a good Vijay dance move, but that's not going to happen. Let me get a quick response from you, madam. And then Sriram as well. Sriram, you've been waiting patiently on this. You heard some of the fans speaking here. There is no questioning of the fact that there is a sense of appeal that Vijay has. Whether it turns into votes or not, we'll wait in the elections. But as a political force, be honest, isn't this a very important sort of a development in Dravidian politics?
See, definitely Vijay is going to play a bigger role in the coming political scenario. But however, how it's going to affect the parties, ruling party or the opposition party, how it's going to affect is still a question. Because you see, recently the SIR happened. The block level agents appointed. Every party was asked to appoint block level agents. 68,000 booths. Now it is somewhere around more than 70,000 booths. Nearly about 66,000 booths has been filled by DMK. ADMK 65,000 booths and 62,000 booths by BJP. But Vijay's party TVK has not filled even 1,000.
Okay,
so
see
whether that structure is still in place.
Okay, whether the structure in place. Sriram, quickly weigh in on that.
See, I think Vijay as a political party is still evolving. Okay. It's still a novice, I would say, in electoral politics. They don't have a major leader who is experienced in handling in politics or in election. And so he definitely needs to develop on that. But having said that, he is a force to reckon in 2026 politics, especially the electoral politics. He is going to be a challenge to both the fronts, DMK-led front and ADMK-led front. And how much of the difference he is going to make is where the is going to be interesting. In my opinion, he definitely is a force to reckon in 2026 and one cannot ignore him.
I think that's a generic assessment that most people have shared, that it's a force. He is a force to reckon with. But Lata, just set the context as well in terms of films and politics for us. Why does this film create a platform for Vijay? You say soft launch, but he's already launched himself politically. He's been attending rallies, etc., etc. Why does this film actually matter to him from a political rallying point of view? And why does Parasakthi matter in a sense to the DMK?
See, films have always been used as a platform to communicate the ideology of the party. We've seen that during the time of MGR, the kind of persona he built as a savior of the masses, somebody who stood up for the poor and so on and so forth. Then we saw Jayalalitha, who was a very strong woman on screen, and she became a strong politician as well off screen, eventually. So Vijay always had a mass following. The kind of films he's been doing recently is similar to what MGR did, savior of the masses, speaking up for the oppressed, talking about women's empowerment, talking about the issues of the youth today. So he's relating to the youngsters based on the kind of films he's making. Definitely. Parasakthi, of course, was a huge, cultural movement at that time.
That's right, in 1952, which was penned by late Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi, the DMK's major patriarch, and the dialogues were revolutionary.
Exactly. So all of them had a political, tangent to them and impacted the masses because of the message they conveyed. And Vijay is going to do the same with Jana Nayagan.
All right. Okay. Salem Dharani Taran. Let me come back to you finally, in a sense that, does this make him, is the media making him bigger than what he is? Let's be honest, isn't there a sense of worry when he turns around and says that the DMK is an evil force publicly and that he's being targeted? Isn't there a sense of worry that he could eventually be a powerful challenger on the electoral field?
See, elections are fought not on social media, not on Twitter, not on Facebook, on grassroots. I'll give you only one example. Vaiko versus MGR. MGR split the party. Why was he successful? Because the grassroots cadres went with him half. Grassroots was vertically split because he grew with the DMK party. So grassroots cadres either belong to him and the DMK party. But when Vaiko split DMK, 50% of the district secretaries went with Vaiko. But the vote share was never more than 10% or 12% because the grassroots cadres did not go with him. So to win election, it is the grassroots cadres. People at the bottom who matter electorally vote based on who's their booth agent, who's their kilai selalar, who's their undri selalar. Who will they, for example, Vijay will promise 1,000 rupees per month for women folks. If the money doesn't come, who will they go and ask? Are they going to go and ask Vijay? Can they reach him? Can they approach him? Right. This is very important for a country like India, that the grassroots cadres are profoundly important for any election to be won, which both DMK and ADMK are very strong.
So you're saying there will not be an impact, but let's see, an election is a test in itself to every time-tested mechanism. But thanks very much, Vijay Dharani, for joining us here. The perception in the TVK is that they are being targeted. You have defended the BJP, Sriram as well, putting out the factual points across. My only Vijay this evening, Vijay Gopal. I wonder if you know how to do a Vijay dance, Vijay Gopal. You're from a different generation. Now you see this is the fan club of it. Thanks very much, Salem Dharanitharan, as well as Lata Srinivasan. We'll take a very short break. When we come back, we have a couple of very interesting features about Tamil Nadu and the film industry for you. Don't go away.